All right, we are on hole number 18 of the opening round in the rookie division of the Winter Slopes tournament. And we are, if we shoot a 26, we're in 24th right now. It'll probably be top 12. We know the people at the top have a minus 28. We looked at the beginning. I don't look during the weekend round, but in the opening round, I went up there and looked just to see where everybody was at. There was two 28s. All right. We're using an extra mile. Hey. Extra mile. Big dog. And a Titan. Selected. Now you can do the other shot. And if you've made the shot that I'm doing and you get way down there in the end and find that the big dog that you have is not getting the job done, even if you bring a 3 power ball, and it should, because a big dog gets a lot of its power right at the start, and it doesn't take a lot of adjustment with it, so it doesn't have to have a lot of topspin or backspin because it doesn't take a lot to make this shot. But if for whatever reason you can't make this shot, go for the other one. It's a little over a ring and a half. It's 2-1 per ring. Put a little bit of curl on it just to bring it back into the fairway. And a grate to the right, which took out about half that curl. I actually got down there farther than I wanted, but pretty close. I think like in the 350, 360 range. I might be right at the, not quite where I was at with the other shot I had to take on this hole. I almost albatrossed this hole in the qualifying round. But it was one of those adjustments where you had to make on the spot. You couldn't have, like, it wasn't a game plan. It put me in a different spot with my club. The deal is if you're having to use overpower to get down there and you end up in that rough, now you're done. It's a layup shot with your biggest driver. Okay, so we got plenty of club here. Hold on, Ann, I'm almost done. We're going to take out, it's about 2-1 per ring. So we're going to take out just a titch, because just a little, we're going to be a little short, and we want to hit, we need to hit it perfect. And we hit it great to the left. If we were going to hit it great, that was the side to hit it great on, though. And that was using one backspin. So, and you don't have to use a lot of stuff in order to get that on there. And you don't have to get all the way to the end to do it. The other way to take that shot is to pull it back just a little bit and start off in the rough and put about 2 topspin on it. And what it'll do is, and give yourself a little bit of room up there at the front, just in case you make a slightly wrong wind adjustment, and it'll hit that rough and it'll stop up there either on or right before the fringe, and you'll have a chip-in shot. That's the chip-in shot that I missed on the front 9. All right, We got the eagle. So we played a clean, our back nine was absolutely clean. We got everything we wanted. We got a 14 on the back nine, and we gave ourselves an absolutely serious albatross shot on 5. We missed the hole in one on 7 by a stiff wind. And so we gave ourselves, I mean, that was 2 serious shots that we had to pick something up. So if we can just play a nice clean round, and on those holes that we can try and pick up that extra shot, if we do that every time we get to that hole, we're bound to sink. You know, the hope is that on a weekend round that you're bound to sink at least one of them, and that's going to seriously separate you from the herd. That's going to put you up there in a that's going to definitely put you up towards the top. And hopefully we don't time out here going to the... All right. That was hole number 18 of the Winter Slopes Tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Wow, we're in the top 10. What's our tiebreaker deal? They shot a 14. They got an Albie. Having an albatross in this opening round would have been a huge tiebreaker. Huge. Because there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to be at 26. It starts at 5th and goes to 14th, so we got 10 here. So in the weekend round, you know, we're looking at a minimum of at least 20. But that's going to be a pretty popular score. So figure if there's 20 people at minus 26 in the weekend round, that's really going to make it tight up here at the top. So, I mean, if you shoot a 26 in the weekend round, you might be lucky to get a top 15. Probably be lucky to get a top 20. We got 2 28s at the top. I really think in the weekend round it's going to take in an expert bracket, it's probably going to, if you shoot a 30, you'll probably outright win the bracket. If you shoot a 29 and you don't have good tiebreakers, you could end up, I shot a 30 last tournament, and because I didn't have good tiebreakers, I ended up 3rd. So up here at the top, it's going to be really, really tight. These tiebreakers, what you shoot in this round right here is going to be really, really, really critical. So coming in with a 28 or 26, I've made it tougher on myself where I'm going to have to shoot a perfect round and then pick one up. And I mean, I'm obviously capable of doing it because I shot a perfect round on the back. And while I didn't pick up 14 and 17 or 16, I gave myself serious shots on a bunch of holes. 2 mistakes. That's all it takes. Took 2 extra shots. That was 44 shots instead of 42. All right, that was hole number 18 of the opening round of the Rookie Division. So hopefully everybody, you know, maybe picked up some stuff, or, you know, just kind of looking at your notes. Sometimes watching somebody else play and you're trying to get that shot. And hopefully, you know, like some of the alternate shots that you can take out there, you really have to try and play for your clubs. And don't be afraid to pull out, you know, a bigger ball. And I know if it seems like every time you get in that situation, you pull out a bigger ball, it's like, hey man, you know, you could make that shot with an overpower. Sure, you could make that shot maybe 7 out of 10 times with an overpower. But on those 3 times you don't make it, you're an epic fail. And if the only difference was, you know, bringing a bigger ball, I mean, I know you guys have heard me say that before, but when you're in these tournaments, that's why you got to save your stuff during the week. All right, hopefully everybody has a great tournament, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it.